you're being arrested? Oh! They're arresting a young Clipper! Oh shit! Chad, he's being arrested! Okay?
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you
I can't cross that line either, because they'll arrest me if I cross this line.
You go to school and let's go!
Still the wrong tune.
Feel like I'm dumb, as soon as it pop, I'm gonna retire. He say I'm hard and he say I'm
Wrong again. How many more centuries will it take to find the right notes?
Get the plug on the phone.
Megalopolis. I'm in Megalopolis City. Here.
Shoot first and ask questions later, didn't I?
Antares.
Mind if I help?
Come on, you fuckers think that just because a guy reads comics he can't start some shit? I'll fucking take all you.
But if you think I'm like making this up or imagining this, I'm at war. They're at war with me behind the scenes. There's people like, they don't even talk about you. That all they do is talk about me. Trust me. Trust me. All they do is talk about me. You want to know why like everybody is so quiet like on these live streams when they're nervous? They're trying not to say the wrong thing.
Continuous.
You're talking about like a condom, and instead of lube being in there, there's barbecue.
Condiment condoms. Condiment condoms.
No.
Somebody must have thought of that already.
Like Dr.Ben says, they're called fixins.
So they have different
all the fixins, dude. And that's one of the reasons why I love Roy Rogers is all the fixins.
Like millions.
You think they could have a cousin fucking convention?
Millions of people right now are born of incest.
What?
Nexus Video says that's hot.
It can be.
Dr.Ben says not enough.
When your hot cousin gets stuck in the dryer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In 1943, the following directive was issued from party headquarters to all communists in the United States. It read, "When certain obstructionists become too irritating, label them after suitable build-ups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic, and use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations to discredit them. In the public mind, constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind."
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Beautiful at any weight, and he's a doctor.
Thanks a lot. And hello, Dr. Ben, and I'll shut up now. Thanks a lot, guys. Wonderful.
No, sir, I don't think I have any use for rubber.
Alpha core number 1.
I'll tell you what, though. have any rubber Chuck Dixon protectors.
Call the police.
You could not come back around me, you turned your back on me, I cannot forget. The police was lying, they said that they caught you, but nigga, they made you admit. Your name was fine, you put in that work, they took your stick, you a bitch. Fuck my odds, they be on my dick, they all be mad, we rich. Turn up.
Under 25, living like a boss, lying around with a chauffeur. I don't sell drugs, still be paranoid, keep looking over my shoulder. Niggas lying like I'm stealing swag, but it's my shit like I wrote it.
These rappers really nice as hell. I'm a different nigga when I'm pissed off. Many say he gon' press up on who? I'ma get to steal like I'm Chris Paul. Back-to-back Suburbans, I'm a big dog. I was in the slum serving fentanyl. Zombie land junkies having withdrawals. I've been getting to a lot of missed calls. Turn it off, what the fuck is he talking about? I should slap you for saying he hot as me. I don't know who could fuck with me, honestly. They know I'm the man, so they watching me. Different color bands like Monopoly. Man, he must not be using his hair. If he thinking I don't keep a Glock for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood, Dr.Ben. Before we start tonight's show, welcome our guests. I'd like to acknowledge that the land that we are sitting on was in fact originally purchased by my grandfather years ago. And this house, the studio that we're working out of, was constructed by a number of Amishmen. But without further ado, I want to welcome our guest. Y'all might know him as the River.
Is he a man that dreamt he was a river, or a river that dreamt it's a man?
Both answers are correct.
Oh, here are those, well, we'll grab him in a second. And here he is, folks.
The River.
The River, once again.
What you want me to grab?
Yeah, the From Hells. I do want to show those off just because that was like
awesome.
This was
stuff.
a pretty crazy find the other day. Just randomly at a old movie, old game, like resale store.
Yeah.
They had some comics. And they had the first issue and the second issue of freaking From Hell.
What else did this place have? Did they have
a bunch of like Marvel and DC like graphic, like the collections, like Spider-Man's, Batman's, and then a couple like they had some Walking Dead collections. A lot of people are into the Walking Dead, but yeah, this one's. I was just like,
I mean, that's probably the holy grail of finds there.
Though. Yeah, I've never seen these. I've always wanted.
Yeah,
the original.
I've just seen the big thick ones.
Yeah,
those look ridiculous to lug around. Like this, like
yeah, that is the thing. Is like it is pretty. Like it's just a comic, and it's just the the regular From Hell story. Like Dr. Gull cutting up frogs and
people.
Well, yeah, he's in surgery. Yeah, surgery in the psychotic ward. What do they call it? Something else in here. I can't remember what it is.
Right. But they do that one crazy thing where they put the thing in there.
Yeah, he takes someone's heart.
He goes into an
Yeah.
autopsy and like he just cuts the heart out of a person and puts it in his pocket and walks away. And
he also did that like surgery where he like lobotomized the like one lady's like
Annie.
head, Annie's like brain or
As,
whatever.
of course, our friend
The
John
Elephant
Merrick.
Man.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Elephant Man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was just, I got From Hell already, but I was
It's
just,
nice to see it in like a different form though. Like I don't know. I like
really gives a different feel for it.
Yeah,
instead of
it has like a different way of like absorbing into you or
'cause
whatever.
I mean, you all know, like this is the collection of From Hell. This giant, 600-page book or whatever this is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't have page numbers, probably because they're just embarrassed. It's so many pages. Look at that. That's
like the Bible.
Textbook. Yeah.
The Bible.
I mean, you want to make a good comic book, Sonny? You go get yourself a copy of From Hell. What you want. But yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, it really just gives it a different feel to have it in like the single issue. You know what I'm saying? And like, I wasn't really like planning to have like a whole show about From Hell.
Right.
Like,
right,
you know what I mean?
right.
I was like,
you gotta show it off though. Like, what an
Yeah.
amazing find.
Like
You know.
that cover. This is the first issue. I mean, like, what just like a master class example of like, how do you start off your comic book? You know what I'm saying? Like, you see that cover.
So like, did they
you already know it's
so
Jack
like
the Ripper,
that?
like,
Well, that one you said like it's like the prologue and then like
from the
chapter 1 and 2. Did they release them like as like individual? They right.
Yeah,
Just
they
had
have-
like just one chapter issues, right?
I think it was originally like the first few chapters were in Taboo, which was
Uh-huh.
like that. Like Steve Bissett had made this, like a big like the.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think that
Mhm.
was the size of Taboo, but it was
Yeah.
all weird comics. It was like
Yeah, so they just had like one issue of this, one issue of that, or whatever. Yeah.
Right. I've never gotten any issues just because,
Mhm.
sometimes it's just, I like to find things rather than
Yeah.
order them.
Yeah.
And I've never seen one.
Mm-hmm.
But, they have got like Dave McKean stuff in them.
I freaking love Dave McKean as a freaking artist, man. Like
Obviously.
that Arkham Asylum book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He is.
And like a lot of Sandman covers, right?
I think
or just
all of
like
them,
in,
I think. The main series, at
yeah,
least.
the main series, yeah.
All the covers for the Black Orchid
Mhm.
series.
Yeah,
He did all
good,
those.
good shit.
It seems like he did another like big book. I can't remember. Maybe that was like he did other stuff with like Alan Moore, like other like
yeah,
kind of like just with Neil Gaiman. He did the he did a bunch of like kind of like kids books, like one about like it was like goldfish or something. They traded their dad for goldfish, and then so you know what I'm saying, all kinds of different stuff, like more like different mediums outside of comics. Kind of
yeah, and he just doesn't like he doesn't like approach it like other people do. To like I don't know, like it like
it's more like that abstract, but like
kind of dream-like quality, like I would say.
Yeah, like a
maybe.
more painterly attitude towards like making just the images tell the story on the page. But yes, that's what I'm saying. A variety of things were in the Taboo thing, and then they were like, we need to have From Hell like on its own.
Right.
So then they started releasing it like this, and then eventually the collections, the collected ones was all done, But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I was just like, really excited because I found a comic book store.
Well, I mean, like those are magic experiences. I don't know. I don't like that one Swamp Thing comic that I found the other day. Even though the store experience was abysmal, The comic was great, you know.
Right. That you don't go to the comic shop for the.
Yeah, like I didn't want to have a big long philosophical
Did you see the one
conversation with the guy, but like my I visited like an old coworker friend of mine, and he's a comic book geek just like myself, and he said the same exact thing about like the guy at the store or whatever. Like that he's just like that. It's not me, it's just him.
Okay, well we should go over this then, because they did on I saw him go over this on another channel. Turn this thing off for the moment. But share the screen. You'll like this because it is just, you know, normally I don't share Bleeding Cool stuff, but this was about Mayhem Comics and Games of Iowa launches a smell policy. They they needed to be able to detain some people from the store or remove some people.
That's funny. Yeah.
Seems kind of rude, you know. And then like the Comix Newz picks it up. So that's what I'm saying. Like I've got to like, if they're talking about it, I have to talk about them talking about it, because you've been where
like
adopt some
this
more.
one guy like Meat Canyon, you know of him. He's like an animator on YouTube.
Right.
He made like a tier list of like the smelliest fandoms or whatever. You know.
Well, so this is their sign. You want to read that?
Okay. We have had complaints from other players and customers about certain people's odors, making it uncomfortable for them to be in the store. Yeah, but basically,
please wash your bodies with proper soap. In addition to wearing clean clothes in store.
Basically, he's like, do World of Warcraft people smell worse, or do like Marvel Avengers fans smell worse? Like, you know, and like they
that's how you tell the difference between. I'm like, that's a DC fan. Oh, kind of irony. Like, as much as we may like you, we cannot have your smell interrupt our. If we receive a complaint or smell you ourselves, we reserve the right to ask you to leave and refuse business. We appreciate your cooperation. Mayhem.
They should have like their own like bars of soap to give people as they send them on their way.
What the?
You know,
they're
like
serving ads to the people in my show. That's got to be some kind of infringement.
You know, like they gotta at least give them some soap or something.
Like you come in, they're like, "Here's your soap. Here's your Mayhem soap. Wash yourself." Or like a little sampler bottle of like perfume or something. Maybe have those just by the front. Like come in and like, I don't know. I suspect that they're really they're following the example of our president. Just really, they want to come in. They want the excuse to be able to smell people. Like if there's a bunch of people, they can be like, "Can you smell that?" And just go around to everyone. Wait, no, is that you? Hold on. And then like, you know what I mean? They have given themselves a free rein to go around sniffing their customers. Is what I think it ultimately is.
Right.
And like everyone is like, "Oh,
I want to smell Sam's hair."
I want to be able to smell Sam and have a perfectly good reason for it. So come here. Okay, let's see. No, it's not Sam. Come here. Dr.Ben, come here. Let me smell you. You know what I'm saying? Like I would refuse. They came over stepping towards me. I would be like,
"You're not a dog.
Right.
Get away from me.
Keep your distance." You know, actually, speaking of keeping, I was in the store. It's just, I just thought of this. I was in the store yesterday and like I asked them directions to another part of the store. I was like, I was in there.
Which store?
Bosco's.
Bosco's.
I don't know. Department store.
I don't know.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, lots of those. And I was like, do you know where the gaming department is, or the video gaming department? And they were like, what? And they're like walking away. They're like, I can't hear you. And they're like walking away. Where's the video game? And she's like, keep your distance. And I'm like, what? You have to keep your distance. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, it was very bizarre. And then she
what the fuck?
Yeah. It was like, it was very odd because it was just like I said, it was like immediately like, keep your distance. Keep your distance. Like we were a good almost like 10 feet away from each other. And this lady is like, and it wasn't like a random lady in the store. It was like someone who worked there, you know.
Yeah.
Like, just run up to random, hey, hello, fellow shopper.
That's
I smell you. Are you allowed to be in here? Oh, gee, no. Go back.
I'm sorry, I can't smell you.
Smell you later. That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine that is you at the store.
Yeah, and being told you have to leave because you smell bad.
We are no longer taking your money. It'd be horrible. This is what I'm saying. And this is one of the problems with, I think, comics and stuff is like a lot of the stores have these like grumpy, like workers, people and stuff like that are like, I was at one where the guy was like talking about if he wanted to make people walk on their hands in order to shop in the store. He's like, I can make you walk on your hands. It's my store. I can make up the rules. I was just like, okay, yeah, I don't think I can walk on my hands though. But he's like, it's just a joke, and I'm like, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
What a weird mentality to have. Yeah, I am the king. You are my peons.
You come into my world. You must hail me as the commander.
I am Superman. Here. No, in fact, here I am Galactus, eater of worlds. You are my heralds. Bow before me. Do my bidding. Buy my comics.
Trying to get you kids into that, it's
Like,
kind of.
Yeah.
They're like, I'll just read One Punch Man. Like that's okay. I'll just read something else. Like this is guy, like that's what I'm saying. They want to sniff you. Like I said, they've given themselves. Here it goes. I keep worrying that it'll. Okay, make sure that's not in there. It does not. Okay. Like what it did last time was it kept disconnecting the laptop or disconnect.
Yeah.
So anyways, maybe we should pull up put a book underneath the thing here.
Well, are we gonna talk about Dead Enders or something?
You want to talk about that? Or unless you want to pull up the snow policy. We didn't even talk about pumps.
What are we talking? Okay, let's talk about Riley.
Forgot about that. We didn't even talk about the guy there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go back to this. I do have like all kinds of like news clips and stuff all saved on here.
Yeah, you were like talking about this earlier, right? Like on other shows.
Yeah. We covered the the arrest or whatever. And the same we could bring up other videos, but I find the same it gets the computer it doesn't like them. It doesn't like it. Just doing this is like stressful enough for the computer. Yeah. Basically, Riley wanted to criticize the ISOM comic from Eric Schley.
Right.
They send super chats. So the person on the show reads the message, would do that, and Eric would refuse to read the messages. And so Riley went to their went to their warehouse.
Yeah.
Wrote messages on like $20 bills, and then it had these little bunny stickers. It was like just a like an unending amount of bunny stickers. Apparently, use the bunny stickers to tape the money with the bunny sticker to the door of the warehouse, and filmed himself doing this and said, ignore these super chats. And this made Eric July very mad. This was back in September or October of last year. It's been unending. And
the never-ending saga.
Right. Every week there's something different, and so like finally this week was supposed to be.
It's like the comic book version of the Israel Palestine.
It is. See, this is the thing. I'm not sure. But it seems like I remember watching Riley on one of his shows with a Palestine flag waving it around. And Eric July ultimately, like I said, works for like the Blaze, which is highly subsidized by
the Zionists.
Yes, right, yeah, whatever you want.
As everything
except me.
Yes,
we refuse all payments here.
Yes.
None are offered, none are taken. But so that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a microcosm, one man standing against the empire, and Eric has got all the money, $1 million comic book campaigns. He's hired Chuck Dixon, famed Batman and Punisher writer, hired the Cliff Richards, Mike Barron, all kinds of different people. Hired the Saska sisters, which I don't understand. Maybe I don't understand.
Well, I'm a fan of Mike Barron.
Right. I haven't watched any of the stuff where people complain about the Saska sisters. They say that they have done pornography.
Well, that's cool.
Well, they say
Is it good?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I haven't watched it. They say it's like a lot of stuff involved.
Hey, well, like if you find anything out,
why don't you go find some of that? Make this show good. We can pull up the pictures of them because it's them. Some of them are supposed to be them puking on each other and puking in funnels and tubes.
That kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe not for me. I don't know. Maybe I'll pass.
I'll see if I can. Maybe if I put in them like horror movies, I'll get a picture. That might kind of give you a good. Move this darn thing around. I gotta close that one. That's what it is. Okay. There. Let me pull this up so the people
the viewers.
Yes, the viewers at home can see. Filth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure.
That's
them with a beheaded head or debodied head.
Pretty cool.
Pictures of them. They're supposed to be sisters. Festival of the Living Dead. Oh man, that's the Living Dead. That's no good. Is that them covered in a pool of blood? It looks like. I don't know.
Seems pretty satanic to me.
Listen, Sam. I don't. Like I said, it doesn't look like horribly.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be stuff where it's like them. Like I said, they're supposed to be sisters.
Cool.
Them making out in the blood and puking and
awesome.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like I don't really know that that's my thing, but also I don't really know that I want to be like tell them not to.
Hey, kink shaming is lame.
If
right?
It keeps them from doing something worse, I guess. I mean, who am I to say? What if they would be doing that in reality, going around biting people? There was that. I told you about how there used to be an editor at Dark Horse. If you get old Dark Horse comics, it'll talk in the editorials about Bitey the Clown.
Yeah.
And it was a guy, one of their editors, would go to, when he'd go to the comic book conventions,
he would bite people.
He would bite people. Like I don't really think there's like a playful way to bite strangers. Like,
no.
Like, I don't think there's really a time where you can bite like a stranger, like, isn't that fun? Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like, it doesn't.
biting is a very intimate thing.
That's what I'm saying. So he would go and bite people, and also that's what I'm saying. Not like gently. Apparently, like he draw blood sometimes, like just on random people or
Kinky.
people that he worked for or whatever.
Awesome.
So you know, they never really did anything about it for years. They just
They just let him do it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
What?
They would make jokes about it in the editorial things in old Dark Horse comics, like joke about like Bitey the Clown. Like Bitey the Clown will be there, watch out. Like, so that's what I'm saying. The comic industry, you know, it's had these.
So did a lot of people dress up as Iron Man so he couldn't bite them?
What this? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's weird. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Riley didn't like the stuff, irregardless, right? And he kept he taped the stuff to the windows. They said they didn't want him to, and then they were having a meetup. So that was the initial video we saw. They have turned that into a puppet show. Is that?
You got a thing.
What now? A thing.
You're looking around for a thing.
No, not that. Okay. It is this one. Here. The puppet pulls up. Okay.
Okay, is it recording?
Riley, it's been recording for 20 minutes.
Hey, so we're here at Derek July's Super Gay Meetup, and I'm gonna hand out a bunch of his shitty Isom comics to his ripitards. Let's fucking go! Okay, let's see what's going on. Just walking across now.
I can see people in there now, I think.
Mint, how does my cape look?
It looks really shitty.
Perfect, love it. Okay, Sue, what have we got? Hey, want a copy of Isom? No? Who's this? Oh, it's Mrs. Nerdrotic. Hey, Mrs. Nerdrotic.
Wait, there he is.
Hey, there's Derek. Hey, Derek. Want a copy of Isom?
Yeah, I think I'm special. I'm the greatest, remember that. I don't know what I'm writing, I can't write.
Excuse me, Derek? You know you asked Riley to pull up?
Uh-huh.
Well, he's outside right now.
What? Ah! Oh my God. Call that goddamn police. Somebody call the fucking police. Now! Yeah, 911. There's a fat boy in the parking lot with a bag of comics. Help me now! Ah!
Go!
It's a fat boy in the parking lot with a bag of comics.
The most terrifying thing.
So that was, that was what led to him getting arrested. There was a warrant for his arrest, but the warrant stemmed from them complaining that he had taped the money on the warehouse over in a different city. They were having the meetup in one city. The warehouse is in a different one. So
this sounds familiar.
It's just like, wait, what? And this is the thing too, was that Eric is always he always acts all like he's a tough guy. Like I put that on here too.
Behind a fucking microphone and a camera. Like I'm giving, because the fact that people ain't pulling up, I don't understand that. I'm giving y'all where I'm at, not hiding behind a fucking microphone.
He's talking about like when you like say you want to throw down, you come
right. That's like you don't like to say that to people.
Yeah,
you're on the internet. It's a show. It's not a show. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. But if you're on there screaming, why isn't no one showing up? You got something to say? Come on down. Let's. You want to be argumentative? Fine. I'm not scared of someone being argumentative.
Yeah.
And then when he gets there,
I don't like.
Boy in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, because like they, not to belittle Riley. I think he's like 5'7", right? I don't know how tall. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's not comes like a 7 foot like hulking like giant like.
Yeah.
I hate your comic book. You know what I mean? Like, he's just like a little regular dude. You're just like, hey, guys, your comic book sucks.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just seemed like a bit much. Like they were just too too angry with him.
Right.
Like, especially there was another one where they had
there.
He went and did the same kind of thing to Ethan's warehouse, and why is this not? Oh, is that not working? It is. Okay. Well, there's Durf. This is, they have an interview with the lady from the other day. I had the thing with him with Strange was on there about Vancouver Comics and Arts Fest. They got an interview with the lady now on the Comics Journal. So we scooped him here. We were on the story first. I didn't ask her for an interview because these people, they don't like me. So they just no interview for you. No.
We just have to be like third party,
right?
Just kind of like
cover the other things.
Yeah,
but they go through and they ask all kinds of pretty relevant questions. They give a whole breakdown of it.
What are they going on about? What it's talking about?
I'll see. So this is this lady here, Miriam Lebicki, up in Vancouver. She's a cartoonist.
Oh wow.
The saga, Miriam Lebicki and the Vancouver Comics Arts Festival, began on Friday, May 31st, with a message posted to the Comics Festival's social media accounts. Lebicki is an American-based cartoonist. How is she American-based if she's in Vancouver? Vancouver is Canada, isn't it?
That it is.
Okay, well, that might be. Whose best-known works includes Jobnik and Toward a Hot Jew.
Yeah, sure.
That's the one I'm reading now. Both of which explore her time as a volunteer soldier in the Israeli Defense Forces after moving to Israel and obtaining dual citizenship in her 20s. Which this was like 24 years ago, apparently, right? I think is what they said. Back in like 2000.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It discusses a bunch of that. Lebicki had, from VanCaft's inception in 2012 up until 2022, been a fixture at the festival's tables. But on the 31st, VanCaft announced via an unsigned public message that an unnamed exhibitor matching the description of Lebicki and her works had received a lifetime ban from exhibiting at the convention. The statement apologized for the individual's past attendance on the grounds of this exhibitor's prior role in the Israeli military and their subsequent collection of works, which recounts their personal position in said military and the illegal occupation of Palestine. The post, since removed, was termed an accountability statement and read, and it has the whole, you can read the whole thing there. It's really, it never mentions her by name, but like I said, it's like someone fitting her description. It's very weird. It's all of it's very, and I'll grab this real quick and put a copy in the commentaries here in case someone's like, I want to read that too. Well, there it is. It's a good article, definitely, or a good interview. That's what I'm saying. It goes through the whole thing, all this, the way they communicated, and they were like all like rude and like blah, 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 blah. You need to submit your works for approval. And she's just like, I've been doing this like forever, but okay, like I don't have digital file. It's very, very back and forth, and it has like all of it in here.
Wow.
And it's just covered in the Cleveland Jewish News Syndicate, Jerusalem Post, Times of Israel, and the Cleveland Jewish News. Kind of odd. And that's what I'm saying, is like the comics people, can't remember if there was an article on Bleeding Cool. I don't think he covered it. But there was one on Comics Beat from the lady who was upset about not getting to wear her dress anymore or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Even though she's now gonna have to go nude to the Eisners. No. That would have been a funnier joke if I did. In fact, she can't wear her dress. She's gonna go nude. She can't get an award. She's gonna go protest. But But that's what I'm saying. It's just very odd because it's like this is all the same stuff I've been talking about for like a few years, and it keeps happening.
Mm-hmm.
She got all kinds of messages. You know, all these people. You're support. She's like, I'm pro peace. I served in the military 20 years ago. Like,
I don't know. Like, it is kind of weird because, like, when you talk to people who, it's very different with like military people and like,
as I am.
And no, I mean like, and regular people, I guess, or like, I don't know. Well, you think of like, okay, there are soldiers and there are cops, and you generally think of like soldiers are supposed to be like they don't think about anything. They're just trying to be like robots or something. But like, I don't know.
I always think of like all the like Vietnam movies where it's like everybody's got like their own, like they'll like do shit with their helmets.
I don't know, like cops don't have like discipline like soldier people do.
Yeah, I can agree
like
with that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like there's like a difference between like those two things. Like
but I think
one has more discipline than the other. You know.
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying. This is the thing too. Is like this is like you served like 2 years in their military or whatever, like 20 years ago, as like a I think she served in like maybe like part of the like nursing department, or you know what I'm saying, like part not like in the office area. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't like out like literally, you know, killing babies and whatnot.
I mean, they're just like people like everybody else. You know, they're not evil people. You know.
Well, so that's what I mean. It's like it went from being all these people that were mad at her, to then they like apologized. They took down their first thing where they were blaming her and banned her, and then they apologized for that.
think it's like unfair.
And then
like,
all these other people started coming at them when they did that. They were like, or was it the first time too? First, there was the people that were calling them like anti-Semitic or whatever. Because they, which I mean, it definitely was like if you ban somebody because of their race, that is kind of
anti. Yeah.
She's an Israeli American. We're banning her. Like, it is kind of that's not the definition.
Yeah.
I guess you're doing you're doing the thing.
You're doing the thing right there.
You're doing it. And
no ifs, ands, or buts.
And there's no in all of it, it's very, it doesn't really, they share some different names in this, like different people from the festival and whatnot were. I'm not trying to go, like I said, I'm not trying to go through the whole thing. There's the Tour de Hot.
Back.
Soldiers on the wall, and he's like talking about how hot he is. It's really, it's hot. It's like, irregardless of what,
and also like that's like her experience. That's like, you know, she has the right to like express like
that's
her perspective. Like, you know,
you don't want to, when you deter people or like you know, like scold them for like that's what you should say to people going forward is like, look, like if you talk about it, it's not going to be, people are going to hate you, whatever it is, it's something difficult, or like You know, it's a negative reinforcement is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's
I
just thought it was crazy because like even with this, they're not really like talking about it. You know, you go like on like YouTube, right?
Yeah.
You look for like comics discussion. There's people talk about comics pretty much any hour of the day on YouTube. This comic's out. Do you like this one? I don't like it. Is it worth more money? Worth less money? More copies, or I sold a copy, I bought a copy, I like this story, I like this, you know what I mean? But like none of them ever talk about any of this stuff, and it's like it just keeps happening, you know what I mean? Because like this, what I'm saying is like immediately like, that kind of like mob of people formed against her, and then the same kind of mob formed against the comic convention, right? And the same, and that's what I'm saying is that you keep going back. And all these times, you know, it'll be like they all turn on this person. Everyone is all angry at this person or that person or whatever, and it never goes beyond.
Yeah, it
like,
is like really that kind of stuff. Really is annoying. Like, just creating the whole like mob around like a personality. Like a celebrity personality or whatever.
Get rid of Mel Gibson, that will solve all the problems.
I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, I saw a couple people talking about with this thing with her. They were like, you know, I wonder if the Ed Piskor situation is going to affect this, and it's like, no one.
No
one had any inkling.
There's like people so addicted to like outrage, you know what I mean? Like they're just like addicted to being like upset or finding like new things to be upset about.
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
They're like kind of riding like that emotional like they're outraged, and it's like they feel like they're
trying to like attach themselves to like a thing that everybody is going on, and then like they can be accepted by all of these people that are angry at this thing. You know, it's just kind of like groupthink hurting.
And that's the thing that I've like worried about with like anytime there's like tragedies and stuff, like you see all these people jump on, and then like there's always things where like, you know, people are like donating money, people will set up like fake charities, or like even if it's like a real charity, how do you know how much money is going wherever? You know what I'm saying? Like do you ever see like
I don't know, like I just like I don't know.
Breakdown, you know.
It's all very disillusioning, and like I want really the rest of my transactions to be between people that like I know who they are, or like I know where my money's going, or like you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Start heating with coal. Start digging in the mines. Go down, get the coal, get out.
Well, I don't know.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Well, well, you know what I mean. Like a lot of people, I think like the personal feel or you know of interaction.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. Like you'd rather the same. That's kind of like how I feel with like music and stuff like that. Like I don't think I would go to like a big concert so much as I would rather go to like you know, if I knew the people that were playing.
Yeah.
Like that one guy I'm always sharing the rapper guy.
Yeah.
Guapo, great man Guapo.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some good songs.
Yeah, and really like small bands are really just as good at playing as like the big bands. The big bands just have like the more money to like get more people to come there, and they got a bigger place to play.
Exactly.
You know.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's like that's where I think I disagreed with Strange the other day, because we were kind of getting towards like that AI idea where people are like AI is going to replace everything. It's like I don't think so, because there's enough people that just want, you know, like a comic that they can hold. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, like they want to hold freaking Hellblazer. You know what I'm saying? Like reading it on their screen is not the same.
I get what he's saying about, though, like the broccoli haired people that aren't interested in art and shit. Like, there's people at my workplace that like they're like these young kids, and they don't seem the least bit interested in any like kind of physical like art or anything. Oh wow. You know what I mean? Like I asked them like if they've seen like Kill Bill or whatever, and like they said they hadn't. I'm like, I'll let you borrow the DVD, you know.
Like,
and then
DVD player.
yeah, I'm like, what? Like, what do you even watch anything on? I don't know. Like,
I can't watch. I used to be able to watch, like, put CDs into my computer.
Yeah.
And now it's like, if you put it in, it's like it pops up some program. It's like, you got to update this program and pay $19.95 a month, and then you'll be able to watch as many DVDs as you want. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. This brave new world. I don't know.
Gotta hold on to your old DVD players, old VHS players. It's horrible, but that's what you got to do, or you're gonna be stuck with a whole bunch of DVDs that you can't. That used to be like back in like early like
I don't know. It's like there's like I feel like the media profit at work. Like I'm always talking about like a crazy like movie or something or a comic book at work, you know, with my coworkers, and I'm like, you gotta check these things out. And like, well, it sounds interesting, but like, you know, I don't got a DVD player.
I ain't got no DVD player though.
I just got and like it's weird because like they got video games, but their video game systems for whatever reason don't
work.
Play DVDs, and I'm like, I got a video game system that plays DVDs. I don't know. I don't know what kind of thing they're using. I don't know. I'm just old.
Maybe if it's like a Wii or something, a Wii U or something like that. Those wouldn't play DVDs, but all the other ones, all the Xbox play DVDs.
I don't know. Yeah.
Liars is what it's a lot of people.
Yeah. I just want to share like all of the good content that I love. I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's just
some of these youngsters, they're just addicted to their TikToks, and
you gotta wait for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I look at that too with like some of them, like the different movies. Like people, like when they come out, people will be like, "That's like stupid," you know. Like when the Speed Racer movie came out, we're like, "No, get the fuck out of here! No one wants to watch Speed Racer." And now people are like, Did you ever watch? It's actually pretty good. You know what I mean? Like people will find like older movies that like came out like in the 2000s or the teens, and they'll be like,
I don't think that movie was good though. It wasn't good. I don't think. I don't. No, it wasn't good. No, I remember trying to watch it. It wasn't good. I almost fell asleep. I don't know. It wasn't the only thing that I like was John Goodman as like the paw guy. Like he's like,
okay,
it's like not a ninja, it's more like a nanja. I don't know. That's the only like thing I remember from the movie. Like nanja. More like a nanja.
Yeah, I suppose that would be.
Oh. Yeah, they were trying to get Speed.
Didn't.
Not with John Goodman there.
No. Good man around. Well, you want to put like a book under there?
Yeah, we could watch with some Dead Unders. Or like,
yeah. Well,
you got a camera. I have to go to the restroom.
Okay, yeah, you run over there. Yeah. I'm gonna find a song while we wait for this. A little bit of. Where's it at? Where is it at? Okay, hold on. We'll be right back, folks.
twisting memory scum that from giant death factories keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. Literally come out from under rocks. They have green colored skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. Have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy with sick stuff, man. She sleeps in that same room as the creepy widow woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go we're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Billions of foreign people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. I'm gonna stab your dollar at the mall. Chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet. Did we get it?
Okay.
All right, we're back. Right.
Yeah. Let me pull this up here.
How many more subscribers do we need for this thing?
Another 250. 250
right.
will be at 500, but it's been climbing up. So thank you all for if you all are new subscribers. How do I put this onto that? Is it that? No. How do I did that before where I was like,
all right. Is that it?
Yeah, there was one where I had it where I was like little and I was like in the picture. Like that was down there, but this is not that.
Well,
but anyways, if you're a new subscriber, I'll fill you in. When we get to 500 is supposedly the magic number where you start and you get $1 million. You get to 500. 500 subscribers, you get $1 million. No, you can be monetized or something then. So 500 subscribers, we're gonna bust this thing open. Arcade issue number 2, the comics review. Got this beautiful cover by Mr. Robert Crumb. Look at that.
Yes.
Can't touch it because it's inside plastic. Can't read it because look.
Inside plastic.
Inside plastic.
Yet again.
So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to.
Got to get the subscribers. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your moms, your dads.
Co-workers.
Enemies. Everyone.
Yes.
Everyone. We need everybody on board, and we'll be able to break that thing open and show you what's inside. Till then, we're going to look at
Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips Dead Enders.
Yeah, so just keep it in there. I'll kind of back up here so you have a little
well, I've been reading this and reading it again, and it's kind of like to kind of give a general synopsis, I guess.
Which issue is this? Is the first
It's
issue?
the first issue. And it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic scenario, I would say. Not quite exactly. Like, there's still cities and towns, but it's a crumbling empire, basically. Or there's, like, just disarray, chaos, generally. Like, no unified country, you know, just kind of like
Almost like maybe like a gang.
ganglands, gang war. Everything's in like different sectors and like
almost developing into like maybe like a tribalism or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like you know, like this guy, like, you know, it starts off.
Is there still like electric and shit?
Yeah, there's like technology and stuff.
But it's just
like,
kind of like more.
Yeah, like, well, there's
Society's
like
breaking
one part of the thing is like very bright and like sunny and stuff, and everybody else is living like dirt, you know.
Excellent. Okay.
That's you know, we want it. It's like this guy is in this like big glass building talking to this other guy, and this guy like has been out to the other sectors, and he's like reporting back to him about like what he's finding, and he's like, these people, like, they have no idea like what happened like to everything, you know. They're like, nuclear winter, a meteor hit the planet, a new ice age, the sun burning out.
Nobody even
and
knows.
These are just the reasonable theories I've heard. You know, like, you know, so like this guy is basically saying that all of these people down there, they have like all of these like folk legends about like what has happened to like the world.
Okay, so it is like it's like a post-apocalyptic, but it's like they don't even know. Okay, that's kind of that's cool. I like it. Okay.
And also like some people start like hallucinating.
And this is from like back in what, 99 or 2000, The Matrix.
Yeah, that's what's being advertised. The Matrix movie
tonight.
Yeah. What is reality?
Yeah, think about that. It's 24 years and we still have the same fucking
and like
movie on the TV.
The story kind of follows around this kid who like basically is selling like amphetamines everywhere.
Okay.
And that's what he's doing.
Nice.
He's not like a hero, really. Like,
okay, so he's got to like learn.
Yeah.
Learn
I mean,
the hard way.
yeah, he's not what like they don't demonize him exactly. Like they don't say he's like a horrible. Well, he kind of is.
He's kind of a
shitty guy, but like
a rascal.
Yeah, like he's going through his own journey. I've only have like 2 issues of it. He probably grows as a person, I'm assuming, or something.
Okay.
You know, it seems like that's kind of the trajectory that the story probably is going to go.
I see.
And he has a girlfriend,
right?
You know, and he won't tell her like what's going on. His house was kind of ransacked by the police or whatever, and they're all looking for him. He's kind of on the run, you know, from them. She is taking care of her mother, and he is trying to get frisky with her.
Yes,
at her mother's house.
Oh, it's trying to get like a mom and daughter thing.
well, no, she's just
I was watching a thing the other day about the Weimar Republic.
Yeah.
And they were saying that was it was a huge place for like prostitution and like everywhere. Everybody was mom and daughter shows were a big draw in the Weimar Republic of Germany back in the 20s. Which then led into changing.
Yeah.
Just like today.
Yeah. But he won't tell her about like all this shit that is going on. You know.
Tell her, hey,
you know, he's like
I'll hide you as long as
but like she knows he's like hiding something. It's kind of like one of those things, you know.
You're hiding fudge rounds.
And I don't know, he has like a deal he's trying to make, but he's short on like some amphetamines because the cops took them from the house. Yeah. So he has to go back to the guy and like ask for more, you know, so he gets his ass kicked by him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like, you
stole my shit.
He's like, you're making this up. No, I think he believes him. But he's like, but he's like, yeah, he's like,
Food for flinching.
yeah, like he's like, I can't, like, he gives him the stuff, but he's
Beats
like,
him up.
yeah, but he beats him up. He's like, thanks, I'll have Skink weigh out your bag, you know.
Here you go.
Like, yeah, but he's like, I'm not gonna let you off that easy. But like he meets his girl later at the diner or whatever, and like she works there.
Have you ever gotten any
100 bullets?
Have you ever gotten any issues with that?
No,
I have
But,
not
like-
either. But like I know, both of the. Well, for
Yeah.
one, Azzarello,
Mhm.
Ryan Azzarello, is
Mhm.
reportedly from a sea town.
What? Cleveland.
Yeah. Eduardo Riso is not, but he's
Mhm.
got. I've got something else by the two of them. He's got a real cool, kind of like Mike Mignola, shadowy, noir-y styled, kind of like Sean Phillips, but more like more rougher.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, but that's what I'm saying. It's always. I've never gotten any issues of it, and I know it's like a ton, like 100 issue series. I've never read it. Like it always just looks. It looks fun though.
Yeah.
Crime.
Yeah.
Crime story.
I like crime comics.
I like the same with that criminal one
Yeah.
we looked at. That's what I'm saying. It was like it reminds me. I think they were both coming out about. Or no, this must have been like in the 70s or 80s. That 100 bullets when Criminal started. Because I think Criminal started in like 2006 or 2007. And if this was in 99. Yeah, it's the new way to measure time. Is instead of AD and BC, use all these comics. You know, what issue of Spawn was current? What the future they measure time?
Yeah,
by the numbers of the Spawn issues. The Preacher toys. Yeah, I remember. I got the toys from Sandman from back then. A couple of them.
Yeah, and he just basically goes into this place and he gets into an argument with his girlfriend again. I don't know. Yeah, but he's like on the run from the cops, and these people, like, they hallucinate things from the past,
right?
You know, so like they'll see like things the way they used to be, like in the way that they are now, like
right. They'll see like a ghost image from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like and like he's being like in pursuit by these guys, and he's running with his friend, and yeah, like he hallucinates this, like it's like kind of like bright city, you know. Whereas like where he is in his sector, everything's like run down and like, you know, dismal and stuff. Like,
is it real though, or is it's just hallucinations?
Yeah, it's a hallucination. They kind of like talk about the episodes of like people with this condition. They're like, the episodes were mainly auditory at first, the sounds of traffic rushing down an now empty street, or overheard conversations by people who aren't there. Soon visual hallucinations become part of the equation. Glimpses of a clear blue sky or a sidewalk full of people hurrying past. These seem to become more real to them over time, with many feeling that they've actually stepped into another world for a few moments. And he kind of like skids off.
Okay.
And like the world before Cataclysm. And I believe this realistic feeling is responsible for the theory that the visions occur more often during times of extreme stress. So like basically his friend like dies though. And he like skids away, like his like sort of mishap and thing like kind of causes his friend to get into an accident.
And you have the next issue too, you said?
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't like gotten I haven't gotten like into, but I have issue 2, but I haven't read it yet.
I see.
Yeah, but that's
Probably more
that's what
stuff.
happens now.
Does it say how many it is? Let me see. Say 2.
Does it have an end? I mean,
I
it
don't know.
got it, but like,
Eventually.
I'm intrigued. Like,
yeah, it definitely looks pretty cool. I mean, I like Ed Brubaker. He's another
Mhm.
one. He was from up in Cleveland, wasn't he? Or no?
yeah,
I think so. It seems like there's a bunch of them that were from up in Cleveland, like him and I know Brian Michael Bendis was. I mean, he lives out in whatever Oregon or whatever now, but Bendis used to live. Maybe Ed Brubaker.
I also like how in this story they have like they're very like this goes within the span of a whole day. You know, like it starts the comic starts like counting the time. Okay, wait. See.
Like it's like the start. It's like it goes through the whole day.
Yeah, like you see this guy like okay, it's 11:15 a.m.
Right.
and he's like at his girlfriend's house, you know, and you kind of see him after he goes. It's 3:59 p.m.
Right, it's like it keeps you all like
Yeah, it keeps you like sort of with
sense
a
of place.
sense of place. Yeah, 5:47 p.m. He's talking with his friends on the computer screen thing in the and
Just like we do now.
Well, like it's kind of interesting because like in this world it's like the future, but it's like a different future. They have phone booths, but they have like video screens in the phone booths.
Right.
You know, like they have electronic messages, but they don't have like cell phones.
Yeah, like
You know, that's another thing I kind of like about.
But I was gonna say we had cell phones in '99 though. They even had like cell phones with like rudimentary like internet on them. Like you could use like SMS messages to like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was some like 99. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is like supposed to be the future, but like not a too distant future. Like I feel. And also it was the future projected by before a time that certain technologies didn't get to a certain place. You know what I mean?
Oh, like it broke down in like a certain period. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it definitely. I like the sound of it. I like that they're like living in like an apocalypse, like post-apocalypse world, but like they don't really know.
They kind of live under sort of a police state, kind of.
Right.
Like it's kind of like a zombie post-apocalyptic thing, but without the zombies. There's no like plague, but like the plague really is just like seems to be like desperation and poverty generally, you know. It you know, but also there's this element in the story about people getting these triggered hallucinations from the past or whatever, and it's like a phenomenon that is like continuing to happen or something like. And the cool thing about this story is like that it kind of seems like something that unfolds as you read it, you know.
Right,
what I mean?
Like more of it it makes sense. Like there's different parts of it, doesn't explain all of it. It just kind of lets you put all of it together more. I could right. We should like look and figure out like what all like Edgar is done, because I mean he is
Hold on, folks. Sorry about. I'm not sure that. See, that's what I've been saying. The laptop has been acting up, so we gotta. How do I? At least I got the volume through here. So sorry about that, folks. But well, maybe that should be maybe we'll go and end it if it's getting kind of. That'll come back on. But yeah, I think we're good for now. Anyways, like I want kind of nice relaxed day.
Just glad I finally got to talk about Dead Enders because, like, I read through that comic like twice already, and I was on getting. So,
okay,
all right,
there we go. Now we're back.
Oh,
Jesus, okay.
Oh my God. Well,
there's got to be something that happens every time.
Yeah, every time. I'm just but like I said, glad I got to talk about Dead Enders.
It is
I've been
like
reading and rereading it, just get prepared for it. And I've read this one like 3 times already.
Right.
I have not read this one once.
That's the second one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
First and second.
But like, I just like it though.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's
weird though. Like,
follow.
I feel a lot like this guy. I'm not selling like amp to people or what they call it in it is amphetamines, but like I feel like I like am always like I'm going here and then here and then here, like, and that's like how this guy's day is. He's like always going somewhere, and he's always got like somebody to like
doing this for them,
do that for them, taking this, like, very just like kind of like his day is like full of stuff to do,
Well,
or I don't know, but like, yeah.
Well,
but I like how like the story is very like cataloged like that way. You know what I mean? Like I was saying about the time,
and
stuff.
Yeah, it definitely. It looks like a fun look. I mean, yeah, this is. I think it was a good episode. I got to show off the From Hell thing. I was excited about that.
Yeah. We got to hear some news about.
Yeah, because I thought that was really relevant because, like, we've been like trying to figure the whole thing out over there in the Middle East for a while. Anyways, I mean, we did that before. When we first was like, I'm going to start looking at this Palestine thing. It's been a goal to try and figure all this stuff out, and like I feel it's like better to get more people talking about something to figure out solutions. Rather than like no one.
I don't want like to close off discussion from like
here. Watch that this doesn't all.
Yeah. What is this? All this?
Just watch that thing doesn't fall.
Okay.
Put it so it's like
not gonna fall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm working on
your own
don't say anything
original
about it,
content.
Yeah. A couple little pictures there. Working on them.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. Almost there. I did all this inking today. Pretty happy with it. I did all the pencil and the inking today. I think
good. I get. Yeah.
I'll see how it works out. We'll see. I still haven't finished anything with my other worry. I don't know how to do that. I want to do something about that. Everyone, all the pro like Palestine reporters are all getting fired and like let go from wherever they're working. Like Chris Hedges.
Oh yeah.
He's he got removed from wherever news place he was working on. And then Brianna Joy Gray, I think is her name. We're at the Hill. She was like the pro-Palestinian reporter on there. The one who was like more, it's like her, and then the other guy was named Robbie, and he was not pro-Palestinian.
Just lots of tensions everywhere.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Is
like these, like I was saying before, people online were trying to fire me at my job.
Yeah, calling up your job. This is what I'm saying. It's getting crazy.
Everybody's just losing their minds.
And
And that's what I'm saying is I don't think we're contributing to that in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like reading the Palestine book, spreading the message about this lady.
Yeah.
Because I mean she's an Israeli,
Mhm.
American Israeli or whatever. She's the right answer isn't to like try and fuck up her life. It's not and the right answer isn't to like go after the comic convention and be like, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? There's no just talking about it is the main thing. And none of them, how can you have if you're going to have an accountability statement, but not sign it, you know what I mean? Like you don't put your name on it. You don't. Who's being accountable? You know what I mean? Like you're not. That's like the opposite of an accountability. So, well, here it is. Did you sign it? No. Do you agree with this? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Didn't sign it. Can't put my name to it. Who knows? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe that was. And that's what the whole thing talked about too, was like how the board for this comic convention, you know, some of them resigned, some of them quit in protest, but it doesn't say who any of these people are. You know what I'm saying? Is it supposed to be like a dozen of them? Some of them stayed over.
So Black Book of Comic Cartoonists
for fucking comic books in Vancouver, and it's not like the big, you know, the big huge like. I don't even know who the big ones at Marvel are. It's not Todd McFarlane over there like, hey, I'm here at Vancouver.
Does he write for Marvel anymore?
No, he just does Spawn.
He just does Spawn now.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't over there. He's a Canadian.
Yeah.
It was all the, and not to like say that they don't mean anything, but like all the people that are like small press and like these micro publishers and stuff. Like there might have been a couple people that had worked in like, you know, like with Miriam here. She worked at Fantagraphics. So her book was through Fantagraphics or whatever, you know. But
love
like
Fantagraphics.
We love Fantagraphics here. Got a Fantagraphics copy of Hip Hop Fantasy. Right here. Up for Ayds. I vote for Eddie Piscor.
How much was that?
I think it was like $50.
That for $50?
$49.99.
Hey.
At some point I'm gonna open it. I haven't felt like opening it yet though. It's the volume 3 and 4, so it's like the rap years that I was there. Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Dr.Ben. Yeah, see that? when I was
spitting rhymes.
Spitting and dipping. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a huge people weren't out there. You know, it was the smaller crowd, and I mean that's fine too. That's where you started. But like, they make it into this thing where it's like, wait, now you're gonna ban all Israeli people from conventions? You think that's right? With the Pink Cat lady, she was a Muslim. That was the one they banned from Toronto Comics Arts Festival. Another Canadian place. She was a refugee from Iran. Remember, she was. And that's what I'm saying. When I brought up her back when that happened a year or two ago, or whatever, everyone was like, "Shut!" You know, like no one wanted to like. I'm like, hey, that doesn't seem cool. Like they just banned her because she sells digital comic art, so they banned her. Like, and she was like real. I mean, it didn't do anything because she was like popular for making her comics just in like her area, her like demographic, for want of a better word. It was like moms, like young moms, soccer moms, wine moms, women people that like
women people
that like women folk would like cat cartoons, you know. So like people people that would like Kathy, or you know what I'm saying, like not people that are gonna read any X-Men ever. No one Wonder Woman, you know what I'm saying? No. But like here's like a little thing on there. There's a little cat cartoon on their Instagram. They're not. They aren't reading X-Men. No. If you know what I'm saying, they're not reading X-Men. Even if it's all women, they're not reading. You're not.
There's X-women in X-Men.
They're not, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they'd like a picture of an X lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's Storm. Okay. but it's not going to mean anything other than
its store.
Right. Oh, that's. But so that's what I'm saying. They basically told all those people, that's not real comics. Don't come into the Toronto Comics and Arts Fest. Because look,
I got you.
Your pink cat lady, she's not welcome here. She's because that's what I'm saying. She was selling NFTs. You remember when that was the big?
Yeah.
Oh boy, you couldn't even talk about NFTs, or else they were
digital pictures or whatever.
They were looking for blood. Everyone, he was doing an NFT. This person was doing. It's the same thing with AI now. It's like just the thing for everyone to be angry about. And they banned her because she was doing the NFTs. Her comic was in the fucking LA Times. 250,000 followers on her Instagram that all are like, hee, we're moms. And like,
well, I guess she's just making her thing for her audience or whatever.
Well, that's
like
what I'm saying,
I guess like
for being the people that kicked her out are the ones that are talking about how they're inclusive of everyone. They're the ones that push all the, the ideology of like, you have to do this now, you have to do that. Don't say this, you can't do. It's those people. They're the ones that are literally pushing like different people out because. It was so they're like she copied a Tank Girl picture. She traced it. She stole.
She's a tracer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I swear I don't trace anything. There are people like when I was like in school when I was drawing shit, people would always accuse me of tracing shit.
Yeah, tracing.
And I'm like, no, I'm just looking at the picture and my eyes are trained that well to basically capture it like near perfect,
That's what you do. Yeah, mother's a tracer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was bizarre because it was so
nobody would believe me.
So much hatred for the lady, and I'm like, this is not cool. Like, especially because it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like she was somebody that was kind of like outside of like the normal comic scene. So you think it would be like, oh look, a lady that's like doing comics. We should be like, awesome, cool, like welcome, That's very cool. You make comics, they're different than fucking Spider-Man and Batman, but hell of a lot of people like your comics. And you know what I'm saying? They're words, pictures, jokes, hats. It's the same, you know what I'm saying? They're comics. It's Garfield. They said in the LA Times, they called her the Generation Z's Garfield. So that's a hell of a...
People like Garfield.
Who doesn't like Garfield? I love Garfield too. It's my whole Mondays. Mondays are it's like a cartoonist holiday. Instead of Sundays or Saturdays, instead of like Sabbath.
What's crazy is
keep
like
the Monday home.
Mondays, like Garfield would always say he hated Mondays, but I love Mondays.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when I worked at like a hibachi sushi restaurant, they're always closed on Monday.
Yeah, and restaurants.
Well, like I think Asian restaurants are like that though. Like Chinese restaurants are specifically closed on Mondays though.
It's New Year.
Or something. And no,
New Year every week.
Well, I don't know. For some reason, it just seems like a thing like that. That buffet over in
Erie.
No, like it's
it's
across from a mall, Panda Buffet or whatever. They're closed on Mondays.
Might be. It might be like maybe that's like a religious thing. Is it Shinto, Buddhist, or something? Hindus?
They're Chinese, so they're not Shinto. Shinto is Japanese. Shintoism.
Also, like communist.
I have no idea.
Communists. That's what it is. Communists said take Mondays off.
I don't know.
Mondays are holy to communists.
there is a diaspora of different religious opinions and persuasions of the people of China. It's a big country.
Well, I have to look into it. That's what I'm saying though. I find it interesting how it's like certain days have like get these weird associations. Well, not even weird because it's like after a while it's just you just think of that like Tuesdays.
Yeah, but I would work
for Tuesdays
basically the whole day every day, and the only release was Monday. Like Monday was the only day I had off.
What about Wednesdays? What's Wednesday?
Same
New Comics Day.
Oh well, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. I do definitely associate Wednesday with like New Comics Day. You know, I know
Thursday.
When the New Comics
I think of
Thursday has no
Thor.
feel. Oh,
Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Friday.
Thursday.
Friday.
Friday. I'm in love.
Yeah.
That's the Cure. You know.
Cure, right? Saturday, of course, Saturday Night Special.
Well, actually, at that
Saturday
restaurant,
Night's All Right.
Friday was
Fish
fried
Friday.
fried rice Friday.
Fried rice Friday.
Well, they would make a extra pot of fried rice for the people coming in because more people would come in on Fridays. So they'd make sure that the fried rice pot was prepared with pre-made fried rice, so they wouldn't have to make fresh one. You know, like so. Fridays were fried rice Fridays, and I would get fried rice with my lunch most of the time. Most of my lunches and dinners were just regular steamed rice, but on Fridays, I got fried rice.
Nice. Yeah. I think I was thinking like fish fry Friday, Friday fish fry.
Yeah, it's good.
Go down and get fish fry. Yeah,
they got a thing at the Crow's Nest, I think.
Oh, did they still have they still had cartoons on Saturdays when you were a kid.
Yeah, Saturday cartoons. Yes. Yep. I remember like getting up early in the morning and watching like Captain Planet or like Voltron or something before we went to school or something.
Sunday you get Sunday Comics. Colors in the big section where it's just the comics, like a couple pages. This is what I'm saying. When I was a kid, it was still like they still had like Dick Tracy, Phantom, Prince Valiant, and like all the other ones were all like in the Sunday. I think it was like 2 pages too. Like
the only like Sunday comics that like seem to always be there is like Peanuts and Garfield.
Yeah,
and like there's Blondie and like Beetle Bailey. Like
Blondie was like popular in Japan after
isn't there Hagar the Horrible or something?
Yeah. Beetle Bailey. You said Beetle.
Yeah,
Bailey.
Beetle. I kind of liked those ones. And then there's Dilbert, but we don't talk about Dilbert. I don't know. I actually think Dilbert's funny though.
What's wrong with Dilbert?
Well,
there he is. Say it to his face. Say it to his face if you got a problem with
there's
Dilbert.
nothing wrong with the man Dilbert. He's a hardworking pencil pusher.
It's my
dude.
Inkwell.
That but like I don't know. I don't. There's something with the guy that created Dilbert.
Yeah, they don't like Scott. Well, he's in my one thing where he's like,
well, it's like
Ben's just yelling you wrong.
Well, it's like, you know, like Fat Albert. I like Fat Albert. Bill Cosby. No.
What? Don't like the cause.
Well, he I don't
not
know,
down
like,
for the cause. I see. I knew it.
No, he's just like putting stuff in ladies' drinks.
Allegedly. I don't know if that was even. I think that was overturned, so that didn't even.
So you think Fat Albert did it?
Probably. That's who my first suspicion would be.
I didn't do it. It was Bill.
I love like.
No, I'm an old man. I can't do all that kind of stuff anymore. It was Fat Albert. He's the guy that's curious and he likes the opposite sex and blah. And he just wanted to have some fun tonight.
That's actually good. It's getting there. I can hear it. Ethan has got a thing where he can play. He'll play like the Sanford and Son like intro song, like do. Well, I think he sometimes plays the Fat Albert one. Like he'll be playing the like Eric July videos where he's like just ranting, just blah 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 blah. He's just playing them. It's just like it's so goofy. Like that's what I'm saying. I think with the Eric July thing, I honestly think that he's like doing it himself. There's no way that like all these people are just that crazy to go do all these dumb things. You know what I'm saying? I can't even make out.
It is all one
man. Finally, oh, did you see when he's going into jail? I'll play that. Yes.
And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away.
Okay, so I'll take this out of here.
Bloop.
Okay. Yeah. Good. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get the last few copies of this I got. So I guess I should have left that in there, and I could have shown it under the
yeah.
Two copies
So
of it.
dumb.
The last few copies of that, and then seeing the image grand design. I'm gonna put those. I gotta get my eBay store set up. I'm gonna put those on there, and then I'm gonna start. I mean, this thing. I guess maybe that's the thing to do. I can just add that back. Is it still muted? Yeah. Watch. Yeah. So the last few copies of that, I'll get up on the eBay store, and then once I get the eBay store thing set up, I'll probably just do like another video.
Cool.
I mean, you don't have to come in, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these comics, little cartoons and stuff. I guess I don't want to show it off exactly what it is, but it's a true life story, true crime. you know, you'll find out. But and I got the whatchamacallit,
Worry for the
that and then the Ripperologist magazine.
Yeah.
Got that. I put that I posted that on my Substack. I guess I should put the little. Does that say for the Substack? Oh, that's the Free Riley one. This. Go over to my Substack, drben.substack.com, and you can download the newest issue of Ripperologist, study of Jack the Ripper, East End and Victorian crime.
Yeah.
You know, gives you an idea of the whole. Obviously, since I love. Oh yeah, that's right. I should put these up here. Yeah, since I love crime so much, cold blooded. Put these issues of From Hell. That was my big find. I was so excited about finding From Hell. But I'm gonna be doing more true crime comic kind of things for that Ripperologist magazine.
Yeah.
It comes out in the fall. I'll have another comic like the old timey ones, like these old. Like From Hell or like the old Illustrated Police News. That's my thing I'm excited about. Be on there. But the one that I have that just came out last week or last month or whatever, Ripperologist. I think that's the first thing I have on my Substack, but it's free to download it. So
cool.
Go over there, download it. You don't have to subscribe, but if you do, then you get it in your mailbox. It doesn't cost anything, but if you give me money, I'm gonna be doing like a little ash can. I'm gonna do like a special for like a month. Like if people like sign up for the year,
yeah,
they'll get like a discount, and I'll mail out like a little goodie bag of like mini comics. You know, like I'll print up like a special.
Yeah,
you know how I make all the little mini comics.
I know how patronage, gifts work and things like that.
That's what I'm saying. I think I'd be like, look, you get one, and then the rest of the year you get the behind the scenes. You're subscribed. I mean, you appreciate all the behind the scenes stuff I post.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. You know, keep me all be able to upgrade the studio here. We need to get a new camera, more. What's the other thing we need? There's something else we needed for the studio. Better camera. Oh, we'll upgrade the thing so we can put in
audio or different audio, or is the audio fine? Or
if we can get like a better setup, we can have it where it's like we each have like a microphone, we each have like headphones, 2 cameras and do all, and be like, okay, Sam, like, I mean, we could do that now and just pretend like we're doing it. Like, okay. But I don't think it would, ultimately, I think it would be more of a hassle and not really come across like I'm imagining. But, yeah. And I'm gonna do a bunch with, I'll have to show you, I saved a whole bunch of pictures of, Soldier Slim. There's a whole bunch of like things on him online about his end. That would be a good thing to cover too. It's fun. Yeah. But anyways, like I said, once I get can you grab underneath those? Is that image grand design? I do want to show that off before.
What?
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Sam. This is the other thing I got to put online is my last few copies. This is mine, right? So this one's all beat up, but I've got like 3 or maybe 4 more copies of Image Grand Design. An Image Grand Disaster, the flip book, and in the middle, it's pretty cool. It's got Jim Mahfood, who did Tank Girl, Girl Scouts, and Miami Vice. It's got a big Jim Rugg picture, a bunch of Rob Liefeld characters, and it has got the Rob Liefeld 501 jeans commercial transformed into a comic by the fucking man of the hour, Eddie Piscor. Look at that. That's so, I love that. Like, he's got like the cyborg guy. See, that's what I'm saying. This was like, boy, you would only been a couple years old when they had these Levi button fly.
Probably.
Yeah, this was like a big thing because it was like the commercial was Rob Liefeld and Spike Lee. And it was like you could see pictures. He was drawing like, he was drawing Cable and like X-Force and everybody. And it was just like, it was the coolest. I was like, what? Fucking X-Force is on the TV selling jeans? You know what I'm saying? As a kid, it was like, holy shit, that's so cool. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I got a couple copies of this left and a couple copies of the Silent. I'll get these up on the eBay and then like share the eBay thing so everyone can see them or buy them or whatever. But because I gotta get some more beans. Last beans didn't grow up the way they're supposed to, so I gotta get some more beans. But so that's what I got for now. I guess I will put it back on the Free Riley because we do want to support him. I'm not sure exactly if they're doing the legal fees or if it's better to buy the shirt. I haven't really seen anything. I don't want to go off track here at the end. So we'll just I'll play us out with a song. Which one should we? Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right. So until next time, folks. Take care.
Sex sells easier.
Sex sells easier.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Microphone checker, swinging sword lecture, closing down the sector, supreme neck protector. Better want him, kid, Mr. Mepsa. Falling pop, about to blow his lid from the pressure. Too hot for TV, for cheesy. Too many wanna be hard, be easy. It's all in together, going all out together. It don't take much to please me. Still, homes are never satisfied like the Stones. We don't condone writing, see them selling crossbones. Protecting what I'm writing, don't clash with the Titan who blast with a license to kill rap recitants. Come on, in the zone with your nigga from the group home to Cal.
Fuck your lifestyle.
Put your lights out, get this shit to crackin', got you feeling with your pipes out. Time for some action. Surfing the avenue, mad at you, where I used to battle cruise. Back when Antoinette had that attitude. Cover me, I'm going in. Walls closing in. Got us busting off these pistols. My niggas got issues again. Same song, armed with the mega bomb. Blow you out the frame, then I'm gone.
This sucks. Yeah, me. Yo, I was going too, but we roam. Cellular phones, doc meth, back in the flesh, blood and bones, don't condone. Spin bank loans and homegrown. Suckers break like turbo and ozone. When I grab the broom, moonwalk, platoon hawk, my goons bark, leave you in the blue lagoon lost. True, B9's in the club with Masu, D9 in the glove, right behind on the balls. Haters don't touch, way is both up. Now my neighbor doped up, got the cable hooked up. All channels, lift my shirt, all mammal. You ship off keys and we ship grand piano. On shotgun, hand on the pump, sipping on the 40, smoking on the blood, bust my gun, red and meth, hitting jump.